The Values Expo of Ideas that we did came from where we've had the new values come in this year of connection and responsibility. And we did have all of our posters from the old values, which were respect, courage, growth and aspiration, up around the school. And we knew that we'd have to change our signage. So we had a discussion with the kids about what would happen if we didn't have school values. And they all agreed that that wouldn't be a good situation. So we then discussed with them what our new school values would be and what sort of signage they felt would be important for us to have and what the signage should be telling people about our school values. So each class took a value that they focused on. In my building, my class did respect, and we looked at what was on the existing posters and what the kids liked about that. All the kids noticed that there was bright colours. My class really liked the logo that was on the respect poster of the hands, and so they took that into consideration when designing their own posters for what the respect posters should look like. So my class started off by thinking about what do we hear and see and feel when people are showing respect. And then we've also done some brainstorming around what are expected behaviours at school and unexpected behaviours. And then we used those to inform creating our class agreement. We ended up getting this up really big on our classroom TV for the kids to look at, and we had them go to their desks and brainstorm ideas for different expectations that we could have in the class agreement based on each of the values. And this is what they ended up coming up with. We then have been reviewing this in our classroom. We've added things. We decided to add in taking good care of classroom items, because that was one of the things the kids noticed, was that often they were leaving pens lids off or leaving their chairs pushed out, and they were like, oh, they realised that that's a problem. So we decided to add that into our class agreement, and this will be something we'll probably continue to build on. One of the things we're considering doing to make it a little bit friendlier for the early years is having the kids draw some pictures to go with the different expectations that are on here, and the kids are also all going to sign this to show that they all agree to follow that class agreement.
The biggest thing that came from our expo was really getting the students' involvement and their voice reflected in our new values. What with connection being brought in, it's really important that kids connect with the values that we are then doing. And as we saw in my classroom, kind of doing shout outs, the kids choose a value every day, and they write down a value that they're going to try and aspire to and how they're going to try and achieve that. And if they feel like they've done well and I recognize that, you just kind of stick it up on that window and just it's up there for the whole world to see that, yep, I was showing that value, I felt like I was doing a good job with it, and that's something that I wanted to do. So it's a way of embedding the values every day, embedding it in our language. And that's pretty much been the biggest thing that's came from this, is how the language of the values has become much more ubiquitous now in the school, and the kids are starting to get in on it a lot more.